It has been at least a year since my last video on the evil company known as Epic Games. A lot has elapsed since then that I missed my golden opportunity to discuss the news at the correct time. Instead, I would just voice my opinions on the audio post-event. So what do I think about Epic Fab? The new universal, all-in-one marketplace that replaced Epic's Unreal Engine marketplace, Quixel Megascan's original access, Sketchfab, and now introduces marketplace access for Fortnite UGC system, better known as Unreal Editor for Fortnite. There is only one word to describe this new change of the future: dystopia. There is not much to say about this otherwise. I am not surprised at this point that such a travesty has ever happened, and it ultimately has a lot to do with the acquisitions of many companies by Epic Games during the previous decade, and the company's desire to consolidate power into one unified omniservice. The greatest casualty of this are Sketchfab and Quixel. Since their acquisition, gone the days of independent user hosting of your 3D assets or 2D license of Quixel textures. Everything is now under the control and royalty obligations of your favorite megacorporation, Evil Epic, so long as you use those services. Same goes for ArtStation. If you want to host your portfolio content or sell assets there, royalties you make will also indirectly be going to Epic Games, or perhaps even Tencent. Which comes to the second concern of this video: there is a nasty trend of tech and gaming companies trying to monopolize or oligopolize on the very services that help us preserve our creative freedom and autonomy, and it is going to get worse each year. At this rate, the entire tech world may already be oligopolized by the end of this decade, with little or no space for an autonomy of our content. We already lost what may have been the best WebGL 3D hosting site ever to exist to Epic. I have yet to find a sufficient alternative platform that allows me to upload and host 3D models for interactive display, and places that allow me to embed such features onto my websites or other media. We have already witnessed what happens when a copy like Microsoft or Embracer Group claims control of an enterprise service, and how disastrous that can prove. Beam used to be a really good video game live streaming service and a break from Twitch. After the acquisition by Microsoft in August 2016, under the rename of Mixer in 2017, it became an embarrassment over time, with a new policy and guidelines that have eroded the overall value of the service until it ultimately shut down on July 22, 2020. Square Enix. How the mighty have fallen. I always had my fair share of criticism with their games, but ever since Embracer Group bought them, things only got even worse for the company in a slew of problems I'd rather not discuss in this video. Since this decade began, our future in game development and gaming has never looked so grim. First, the pandemic storm, which led to the acquisitions that exist today, and the government's particular interest in taxing the gaming industry as much as possible, defilement, stifling of creativity, and totalitarian control throughout the modding sector, the treacherous subjugation policies of mainstream companies, Adobe, Epic, Unity Tech, etc., and of course, the hate cult against generative artificial intelligence and the paranoid attacks against even traditional artists, chasing them out of the internet. Anyways, one last thing to end this video: frustrated with the overgrowing tide of acquisitions and of course my loss of respect for Epic Games themselves, I have decided to discontinue selling my marketplace assets from Unreal Fab and released it for free on itch. You can download those in the video description.